We could not be more happy to have here one of the bigger football fans, one of the bigger. I couldn't be a bigger fan of this gentleman who's back here on the Rich Eisen Show from the Goldbergs on ABC. Good to see you again, Jeff Garlin. How are you?
Thank you. Now you're shaking again. Mm-hmm. We were just on.
Yeah,
TV.
I mean, for the radio audience, they
the
didn't
radio
know.
will feel the shake.
Say it again?
The radio audience will feel the shake.
It's true. I didn't really have to shake your hand again.
No, by the way, let's shake it again.
One more time.
We just love each other.
We do.
Okay, now.
Yes.
I know Aaron Rodgers is complaining.
Yes.
That he didn't get a chance. But the thing is, it made no sense for him to call it again. Are you sure you still want tails? You know, come on. And then he just flipped it right away. He's like, no, I gotcha. I didn't feel anything was wrong with that.
Well, Aaron says that he calls it opposite from whatever he's seeing the referee hold it up, right? So if he sees the referee hold it up heads, he will call tails.
Right.
And when the referee grabbed it again, he showed tails, which meant he would have changed his call if given the chance.
Yeah, if given the chance. But I didn't see a point where he should have a chance.
It sounds like it was like. Have you ever seen anything like that? Even when you're from your childhood days, when you're in the street.
Well, I have to say it happened recently, because my wife and we toss a coin whether or not we're going to have sex.
Yes.
And this week, ironically, her toss.
Yes.
Up and down, same way.
Flat like a pancake.
And then I usually call it. She didn't give me a chance. And the same thing happened. You don't hear me complaining. You go with it.
Did you like the Cardinals' score at the first time? Did you score in the first opportunity, like the Cardinals, in overtime? With your...
No, she did. She scored. She got to read. That's her equivalent. She got to read. I did not score.
Oh, my God.
So, it's okay. So you were saying, do I get any joy of the Packers?
Because you are a Bears fan.
Bears fan. And I love when the Bears beat the Packers.
Yes.
But I have so much respect for the Packers. The team I hate is the Vikings. I hate the Vikings.
Why do you have hate
I hate the horn blowing. I want them out. I don't like them. You know, maybe I'll like them more in their new stadium, but that's also... This was the first year I didn't hate them as much because they played outdoors, and I had to give them... And also, Bud Grant coming out... essentially naked. Essentially naked for a man of that age. So...
So did you get joy in the fact that the Vikings missed that bunny of a field goal?
No, because you feel bad for the kicker.
For Blair Walsh.
When it's one person, you just sort of go, oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so...
So the Vikings, you don't like the horn blowing? You got no problem.
Can I also say...
You may say whatever you wish.
I really don't care about the teams that are left.
No, really?
I don't. I mean, I obviously like the Brady Manning story, but really the Panthers and the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Two teams that are,
Well, because they don't have much of that history, though.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
They don't have Papa Bear. There's no Papa Bear. There's no Papa Bear for the Panthers.
If I could kick the Cardinals, who are from Chicago.
I know. They do have history.
If I could kick the Panthers and the Cardinals out of the league, I would. What do they call that when you...
Relegation. You would relegate them out?
No. But what's it called when... You make the small, you get
contraction?
Rid of it. Contraction. But here's the thing.
I've never heard of a league contraction.
No, I think all professional sports should contract. There's way too many teams. Mm-hmm. Way too many teams. Let's get rid of a lot of them.
Just in general?
Yeah, name a team. I'll tell you what we should get rid of them.
Marlins.
Oh, goodbye. So fast, Marlins and the Rays. Good night, nurse. Get out.
All of them.
All of them.
But the Marlins won a World Series.
I don't care. Yeah, I know. And I know how they got to that World Series.
And without the Rays doing their thing, you might not have gotten Joe Madden, right? No?
That makes no sense.
Why does that make no sense? Madden was honed.
Himself. Yeah, he was honed. So we use him. By the way, the only thing that with the European sports, how they drop down
leagues, relegation.
Relegation. I would love that. Just have a suck-ass league.
Well, the Lions would have been relegated a long time ago.
Oh, they're a big bowl of relegation. But they don't deserve to be eliminated. They're the Lions.
Okay. So
Bobby Lane.
So if I gave you in the endeavor where you are the commissioner of all sports,
yes,
or the executioner, really is what we're putting.
If you want to call me the executioner, yes.
Okay. So you are the executioner of all sports. Let me throw one out there. The LA Clippers. What do you do?
Goodbye.
Why?
Move to Orange County. Move to San Diego or get out.
That's it?
It's a Laker town, my friend. And I'm a Bulls fan, and I'm telling you it's a Laker town.
What do you think of Jimmy Butler, huh? What do you think of him?
Where he came from, I mean, dear God, who knew? This is amazing.
Right.
Oh, fantastic.
And then the news over the weekend that Joakim, I know you've been running around, and he's done for the year.
I know, and they might not. I just like that guy around. I just like everything about him.
Right.
I'd be sad if he played for some, like he's on Portland suddenly next year.
So the Trailblazers, can they stay in
Yes.
sports? They can
it's
stay.
Portland. They need something.
I've got Jeff Garlin here on the Rich Eisen Show. We've got a terrific Portland affiliate here on the Rich Eisen Show, so they're thrilled that you allow them to stay.
I listen to you. This is not by choice, but in my...
Please finish the sentence.
No. In terms of where I choose, the 980 here, I don't get very clear.
Yeah.
The radio that you're on in L.A.
Okay.
But I do get internet radio,
Okay.
and so I listen to you out of Seattle.
Oh, do you really?
I swear I do.
It's an amazing
and you're
world,
clear
man.
as can be
It is.
out of Seattle, and so
Okay.
I'm sorry to the Seattle affiliate. I don't listen to them at any other
It's
point.
okay.
But I enjoy you on the Seattle affiliate.
Maybe you pick and choose.
Yeah.
I've got Jeff Garlin here on the
Yeah.
Rich Eisen Show. What did you think of the Bears season when it all came down to it?
I didn't think anything of the Bears season.
Why?
Because it was just, it's one of those you write it off. Yeah, I mean, who cares even if Jay Cutler had a decent season?
He did.
I know. Who cares?
But isn't that redemption?
He's played one more. He's played one more season, then he's gone. This is all temporary. The Bears, I feel confident in who the Bears have, coaching and general manager wise, and then so they'll build it up. But right now, it's that sort of period of like, You think anyone's going to look on this year and go, "Oh, that was the year"? Man, I enjoyed it. To see Cutler get redemption, how much fun is that? He's not a guy you root for. I'm happy he's okay. I hope Ashlon, is it, or Ashen? Alshon, Jeffrey. That's how much I'm paying attention.
No, you pay attention.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's great. And I was so sad that we got rid of Marshall. He did great for the Jets.
He was great for the Jets.
And he held the Bears accountable, and then they let him go. I'm so sad.
Yeah, but you got John Fox, as you said. You like him.
John Fox.
You like Ryan Pace in the front office.
I like Ryan Pace. I think he's solid. I think I'm really confident in them. But I got to tell you, I would say I didn't watch. I have the NFL package.
Yes.
I didn't watch half the games of the Bears.
Well, you're a busy man.
Care.
You're a busy man.
No, I was home. I had on the Red Zone. I watched the Red Zone channel.
So who are you watching?
Just whatever's interesting, whatever game.
So how did you do fantasy this year?
Terrible.
Is that right?
Terrible. Yes, I did terrible.
The Jack Benny? What league were you in? Because
the Goldbergs
you didn't hold.
Goldbergs league.
What happened?
And then you had your goofy league.
What happened?
What was your goofy league thing again?
We did.
What's the company you're?
The Draft Ops.
Draft what?
Draft Ops. Yeah, we had the Draft Ops Celebrity League this year. You said you didn't want to be in.
Yeah.
That's okay. Look, the bottom line is this.
I don't want to be.
You didn't have the capacity for more than one league.
Here's the thing.
What happened? You used to play 15 of these things.
Let me talk to you about fantasy sports for 1 second.
Please.
I know.
Jeff Garlin here from the Goldbergs.
Fantasy football is pure luck. Pure luck. The team that I thought had the worst draft dominated the league. Okay, because they have injuries, all that crap. The skill comes in fantasy baseball. Fantasy baseball is a big bowl of skill. Yes, you have to do it every day, but there's so much more to fantasy baseball. Fantasy football is a big bowl of luck, and I'm never doing it again.
Are you serious?
Yes,
You're swearing off it?
Swearing off fantasy football.
You said the same thing, right?
All luck. That was my Festivus grievance.
Well, I mean, but that's because
Isn't it based on
Fantasy
pure
sports
luck?
is all luck. Football
all luck.
especially, 99%
It's
luck.
all luck.
Sounds like
It's
two losers
nonsense.
to me, Rich.
Say that again?
Sounds like two losers in their league.
That's what it did. Well,
By the way, ask Rich. I've won many a time. I've won many a time. In terms of the skill department, I'm as good as anybody else. But I got to say, it's luck. By the way, the years I've won, luck. I'm not taking credit. It's a big bowl of luck. Fantasy baseball, there's your skill.
We're back in 60 seconds with more from Jeff Garlin. When we come back, I want to talk to you about Curb.
Sounds great.
I need answers. I want answers. I need answers. I sound like a few good men right now.
Okay.
And I can handle the truth. I don't want to hear if the truth is wrong. I got Jeff Garlin right here from the Goldbergs on ABC on The Rich Eisen Show. Back in a minute. Welcome back, Jeff Garlin, here on the Rich Eisen Show. What'd you say? You already got it?
Don't need to say that again. It's not important. It's not important to your listeners. I'll tell you later.
So, again, with fantasy baseball, but you're the guy who sits there at 1:30 in the morning picking somebody up on the waiver wire that I thought I was going to get in the morning. Like,
that is true.
I cannot sleep. Literally, I cannot sleep on you when I'm playing in fantasy baseball.
There's only one person I've ever seen who's better than me at fantasy baseball.
Let me guess. Olbermann.
Yes, Keith Olbermann. Keith Olbermann is a freak of nature.
Because he's up at 3 in the morning checking the waiver wire half
and
the time.
picking up. When I was in a league, I was in the only league with him once, and that was plenty. There wasn't one time that I got somebody I thought no one's going to get this person.
Yeah.
Boom.
Do you remember the name of the player?
No, I don't remember.
Well, the one for me this year is I thought for sure Kyle Schwarber would be sitting there because he'd already come up and come down for the Cubs.
Yes.
And then he was going to come back at some point, and I didn't have the space on my roster to just have him sit there because I was so far behind. And then you picked him up the minute Miguel Montero had a hangnail in the middle of the 7th inning of a doubleheader the week before the All-Star game, and you snagged him on the spot.
But hold on.
4 days
Hold
later,
on.
he comes up. I'm like, oh, I'm going to grab him. Poof.
Is Kyle Schwarber an Astro?
No, I know
You might have got him.
I know
He's
that.
a Cub. I was way
Forget
on
it.
top of that. That was a big bowl of good night nerves.
I mean, it's like, seriously.
He's a Cub. Come on, man.
You're like the Matrix plugged into the
By the way,
Cubs
this whole
AAA
Cub-
system.
This whole Cub thing right now is nothing I've ever experienced.
How much are you loving this?
I'm loving it, and I don't understand it. I mean, I do understand it. I had complete faith in Theo. I always told him that, and I'm bragging there that I know him.
You know,
but I'm saying he's not my friend, though. He's an acquaintance. There you go.
Fine. He's an acquaintance.
But the point being is, I've always had complete faith in him. I've had complete in the whole Cub organization, from the owners down.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we're like this thing that seems to be headed. No, it's true. I mean, when in my lifetime have the Cubs been the #1 pick for the World Series out of Vegas? When is that even? First off, let's even talk top half of to go to the World Series.
Well,
never.
right,
Never.
right.
I'm blown away. And the amount of great players we have, I got goosebumps.
Look at you.
it.
You literally, radio audience, I'm looking,
Yeah.
those are goosebumps.
Yeah,
because,
I can't believe it.
Because they had a great season.
Yes.
Right? Because they're young and really good.
Yes.
Because they've got a great manager.
Right.
Because they've got a general manager that knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And on top of all of it, after all of that materialized, you got aggressive in free agency. And not only aggressive, you got aggressive taking players from the Cardinals, getting in their face. I was in St. Louis the last day of the Rams season there, and folks there were concerned about the Rams leaving. But this was December, freaking out over the Cardinals not doing enough in free agency, and the Cubs taking Lackey, Hayward. They're all like, what's going on?
Hayward is the greatest signing in the universe. I can't believe that.
Look at you, all fired
and the reason I say
You're
that
aglow
is
right now. You're glowing.
I am glowing. He's a complete ball player. That's why.
Yes.
He's such a great defensive ball player and an excellent offensive player. That I don't even. And by the way, Tom Ricketts is a great owner.
Yes,
He's the best guy.
Okay.
Great owner. I am just. And by the way,
yes.
Here's the one thing that I've garnered from my observations.
Yes.
And Joe Madden sets this tone. They all wear T-shirts underneath their uniforms that say "Do simple better." They are a bunch of great guys.
Do simple better.
They're a bunch of great
young.
guys. They're right after Joe. I have a T-shirt that the Cubs made for me that says "Best Friends," and it's a picture of Joe Madden and I, because I want to be best friends with him. And they are great guys. So what did you want to say?
No, it's okay. Jeff Garlin here on the Rich Eisen Show. The NFL returning to Los Angeles.
Yes.
Does that excite you?
No. Because first off, NFL is so much better on TV.
Well,
hold on.
Yes.
That's why the reason that the NFL is what it is,
yes.
Because hockey is great to see in person,
yes.
but not so good on TV. Therefore, the league suffers. TV drives everything. And not only that, but here's my favorite part of it all.
Yes.
The Rams suck. The Rams are the worst organization. They stink. Jeff Fisher is, 10 wins away, 8 wins away from being the losingest coach in NFL history.
Yeah.
They are the worst team ever. They stink. They've got a good running back.
So what do you think? So what do you think about the Rams? No, but now let me ask you. They build this palace.
By the
3
way,
years
I
from now.
like Jeff Fisher. No, I want to say that. By the way,
My gosh.
to lose, you have to lose. To win a lot, you got to lose a lot.
Right.
But he's an ex-Bear, and I actually do like Fisher. He should have shaved a long time ago and gone with a different haircut.
But they build this palace right in front of the LAX, right?
Yeah.
And 3 years from now,
Yeah.
the Bears come to town. You're not going to that game? You're sitting at home watching on television? Come on now, Jeff. You're
Yeah.
going to that game.
You know how I'm
You're
going
to that
you know
game.
how I'm going to that game?
Or they're going to the game. at the-
Hold on, Rich.
What
Do you know how I'm going to that game?
How are you going to the game?
If I'm going to that game,
Yes.
it's because it's on the NFL Network, and I'm coming to hang out with you.
Okay, sounds good.
But other than that, that's like I went to the draft.
In.
I had a ball, but that was part. We had some great hang time.
Yes.
But I'm saying it's like those are the experiences. I don't want to sit there. I don't want to sit in a box and all that crap.
No, you can be around the people.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Football's for TV, and I like napping. And sometimes when I watch football, I'll fall asleep, and it's a nice nap there. And then I wake up, and then
God bless napping.
Yeah.
I remember what that used to be like.
yeah.
Before we end this conversation, what's with Curb? Tell me what's going on. Where does it stand? Where does the season 9 for Curb stand
Here's
right
what
now?
I think.
Yes.
By the way, I'm performing with Larry tomorrow night.
Where?
We're doing it at Largo.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, it's sold out.
What do you mean you're performing?
But you can come if you want.
Okay, but where?
Larry loves you, so you can come.
Thank you. What are you doing with
At
him?
Largo, we're doing stand-up together tomorrow night.
What do you mean? Like just with a microphone and
Yeah,
just
he's doing stand-up, and so am I.
get out of here?
Yeah.
No kidding. Yeah, I just started
By the
blocking
way,
off camera.
he's not going to go, Jeff, so I will go.
We'll take the tickets.
I
No,
will
no,
take
no.
the tickets.
No.
He's not going to go.
I'm absolutely going, and Susie will go too. She's always my plus one.
And it's
Sorry,
also,
guys. But I see we can make it plus 3.
Tig Notaro is on the bill.
Okay.
And Bill Burr is on the bill.
Now I'm definitely going.
And I believe
gosh.
also Zach Galifianakis. The show is called Jeff Garlin and Associates. Those are my associates,
That's a
Rich.
hell of an associate.
Yeah, but I'm one of your associates.
Okay. So what? So when it all comes down to it, you and Larry,
Yes.
HBO,
Yeah.
JB Smoove,
Yes.
getting the whole gang back together.
Yes.
Where does that stand as you and I are currently sitting here right now?
56%.
56%.
Yeah, it's gone up. It used to be at 51. So 56.
6%.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to make an honest thing.
Yes, please.
I think that right now, I think the next thing he does is some sort of movie. And I don't know anything in terms of, but I think he's going to do some sort of movie, and then he'll focus on the show if he wants to do more. And I'm obviously in.
Right?
Well, because it's part of my Goldbergs contract that I can do Curb Your Enthusiasm. They don't block that, But I also want to say HBO has stopped inviting me to their parties. Like, they cut me off.
You're gone.
They cut me off. Well, what are you going to do? But I think that's more because I'm going to do a show at Netflix.
Yeah.
A cop show.
Yeah.
I play a homicide detective. I do. And it's
Yeah.
more like a mini-series, like a Sherlock kind of
Okay.
thing.
So this is serious, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm doing that, yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm filming that in the spring, so
Okay.
maybe
Fantastic.
they got wind of that, and they're competitive,
And
Netflix and
I trust
HBO.
me. It is a very competitive world, and plus, the Goldbergs is killing it. 8:30 p.m. on
It is
Wednesdays
killing
at
it.
ABC.
And you know what else is about it that's killing it is people love it. Like, it's the #1 family show on TV in terms of families sitting together and watching.
That's fantastic.
Very proud of that. That makes me happy.
Well, good. And seeing you makes me happy.
Oh,
Good
we're
to see you.
shaking, radio
We're shaking.
audience.
Yes,
You can
radio
feel
audience
it.
was shaking. And
Yeah, it's a
does that
solid. And now I'm sipping some water from the Rich Eisen cup.
The mug, the famous mug. Jeff Garlin here on the Rich Eisen Show. Don't go away. We'll,
Hold on, this is great water.
Look, we
From
only
the
have the
Rich
best
Eisen
here.
Show
It's
cup.
El Segundo's finest. We're back with more here, updating you on what's going on in the sports
I
world.
lost my wallet in El Segundo.
Yes, you did.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.